Darkest Hour is directed by Joe Wright and stars Gary Oldman, Kristen Scott Thomas, Lily James, Ben Mendelsohn, Stephen Delane and Ronald Pickup. This movie chronicles the first few weeks of Winston Churchill's time as Prime Minister during World War II, where, well, obviously he had a lot on his plate. There's another film that chronicles... no, not another film. I'm talking out my arse again. This is another film that got tons of award buzz and whatnot, because apparently January's just award season in the UK. So, as with 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, I was excited to see this, but the weird thing is that it has a lot more parallels with Dunkirk from last year than I would have thought. Not only does the story kind of revolve around the Dunkirk evacuation, Operation Dynamo, but it's also an award-nominated, critically acclaimed World War II drama that I don't see what the big deal is about it. I don't do it on purpose, but sorry. Let's talk some positives first. The film looks gorgeous. It's brilliantly lit and shot, and I think Joe Wright did a damn good job as director here. And hey, can we talk about Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill? Let's talk about Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. Holy fucking shit, Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. He's also been nominated for several Best Actor awards. He's won the Golden Globe for Best Actor, and my god, he deserves it. His performance was just absolutely riveting from start to finish. It was easily the best part of the film. And, when your main actor is just electrifying enough to the point that the flaws of this film didn't really occur to me until several hours after I'd seen it, well, that certainly deserves commending. So let's get into those. Firstly, certain scenes felt much too fictional. Even if they did actually happen, it didn't really feel like it. I'm almost positive that some of them didn't happen. It's especially evident during a late scene in the London Underground, which, on reflection, was so cringy that, if this was set in America, I would have been expecting all the passengers to suddenly burst out into a chorus of "America! Fuck yeah!" Or I suppose they would have done "God Save the Queen." I don't know my own country's national anthem, apparently. So while that was the most extreme example, there were a few other scenes like that, I thought. The other problem is there isn't really that much of a narrative arc, and by the end of the film, it doesn't really feel like anything's changed that much. Maybe this is due to the supporting characters, who are also superbly acted, thankfully, but they either all hate Churchill or love him, and by the end of the film, only one character I can think of has any kind of arc at all. One supporting character, aside from Winston Churchill, which he himself, he's a great character, but the way this film's written, the way everyone else has to be supported by his fat ass, means they get left in the dust quite a bit, and as a result, the narrative, I also felt it falters because of the time period. It takes place over the first few weeks of Churchill being in office, so I was expecting it to be about how he eventually proves himself to Parliament and the public, because everyone seems to hate him for his extreme methods. But all that really happens is that Churchill becomes Prime Minister, shouts at a lot of people, thinks that everyone hates him, then finds out only a very small amount of people hate him, and so it just ends up feeling like the film just doesn't have much of a story to tell, because nothing's really changed. And on top of that, it's a story that's been told God knows how many times before. Hell, earlier in 2017 there was another film about Churchill, and so I ended up feeling like this film just didn't have that much to bring to the table, story-wise or character-wise for the most part. So, in spite of all that, I found Darkest Hour entertaining. It was funny, it was intense at times, and the performances are great, and holy fucking shit, Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill. But I can't say that I even remotely understand how this ended up with the Best Picture nomination. Especially not when you also have Blade Runner 2049, god damn it! Anyway, I've probably ranted about that enough. So, I do still recommend you see Darkest Hour. Clearly I'm very much in the minority here. I don't do it on purpose. I'm going to give Darkest Hour a 6 out of 10. So guys, have you seen Darkest Hour? What did you think of it? Or what's your favourite Gary Oldman film? Whatever it is, let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.